Hello everybody, Ian here, and welcome back to All the Mods. Now today we're going to be working more on machineries, at least that's what I had in mind, and we're going to be getting together a power plant. So anyway, by power plant I mean a literal power plant. So the way we're going to do that is with a little something that I like to call a tree. Finally at the top, but it's not the right slime. Ooh, yes, they give you slime balls that are purple. This is the best ever. Okay, so we need to cut down the trees then, and these slime blocks are so annoying. Also, you know what, I'm gonna take a little bit of this as well, because I kind of need it if I'm gonna grow some slime trees as well, because I need that purple slime. You're gonna see why in a second. Alright, so now that we've been up there, we need to get some tinker stuff together. So we need to get through these lag spikes, and we also need some sand and gravel to make grout, and we can cook those up, and we will be done with the smeltery. Alright, so we got our main components of the smeltery, which is, I just took a screenshot. So we have the main components of the smeltery, which are the smeltery drain, casting table, all that fancy stuff. But now we're gonna go get some lava, because we're gonna need that to power the smeltery. I will be back with you in a second. What did I just find? There's a tree and grass inside this ravine. So while that grout is cooking up, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves tool stations and whatnot, and I need more wood. I really don't want to get wood, but I'm gonna have to get wood. I don't have an axe, I'm underprepared, this is terrible, everything's going wrong. That's a furnace, not a crafting table. Drag yourselves in the axe and go on out and destroy every tree. And of course it's freaking nighttime. I really need to fix that because that's extremely annoying. Should probably fix that somehow. Let's just alright. Well, looks pretty good to me. We're gonna go boop boop, and then we're gonna go boop boop, and then we're done. Look at that, so amazing. I'm gonna add another one of those in there, and another one of those in there, and take a stencil table, boom, done. Okay, so now we need to figure out where we want to actually put this smeltery, because it's not gonna fit in here. This is no longer mine, so we may as well just turn it into a smeltery area, and it's gonna be great. I don't think we have enough. Nope. Let's go dig up some gravel. The earth just collapsed. Alright, so now that we have our smeltery set up, we're just going to need a few more things, which are going to be my 4 tinker's tables here. So we got our parts builder, our stencil table, our crafting station obviously, and our tool station. And now this should be all one multi-block structure. Yep, there we go. So now we're just gonna need a few extra things, and while we make those, we're going to go ahead and make some night slime. So what we're gonna need is a slime ball, some stone, and an iron ingot. And while that's smelting, we're just gonna make ourselves a few stencils. So first of all, we're gonna need the sharpening kit. And now that we have that, we're gonna need our pick head thing. We're going to need a tool rod, and we're going to need a binding. There we go. So now that we have those, we're gonna go ahead and look in here, see if that's There we go. So now that we have a night slime, we're going to stick that onto the bottom. And now we need to go into our parts builder, make a sharpening stone. We'll just make one of those out of stone. Here we go. And then I screwed up a little bit. Stick that in there. Well, while that's doing its thing, we're just going to go ahead and make ourselves a stone pickaxe. We're gonna make these. Well, you know what? No, we're gonna use a bone. We're also gonna need a paper binding, which I'll find it eventually. We got our gold smelted up. So now we're just gonna stick our sharpening kit in there. Alright, so now that we have that sorted out, we're just gonna go ahead and make ourselves a cast with the sharpening kit. There we go. And now we're going to stick that back in there, stick our night slime on the bottom, and then go ahead and pour that in there. So it turns out you need 2 ingots of night slime, and that took a while to get. I stood there growing trees for a while, but now that we have it, go ahead and stick this in here. Now the reason I want night slime, first off, is because if you put that on a pickaxe, it will reinforce it with night slime, and night slime can mine diamond level, basically. Can mine up to obsidian. So that means that we can get a little special something that we can make our tree farm out of. So I'm just gonna make ourselves a nice little bone pickaxe, well, bone handled pickaxe, and we'll just make the binding out of stone for now. So now that we have that, I'm just gonna stick that into our tool station, make ourselves a pickaxe, and then now that we have our night slime there, we're gonna pour the rest of that into our cast. There we go. And now we can stick that into our tool station and go ahead and stick night slime on that. So we need to stick our flint on it, and then we'll have it fortified with night slime. So now you can see that it can mine up to obsidian, and that's pretty great. So now that we have that, we're also gonna go stick some efficiency and maybe some fortune on it. So let's just stick this into our tool station. It'll bring up the mining speed on it, and then it's gonna stick a bit of luck on it. So now that we have our little pickaxe friend here, we're gonna put away some of our patterns and things because I forgot to make a chest because I'm a big stoop. And we are going to go down into the depths of death and get another little material here. Alright, so I'm finally down to the place I need to be, and this is the stuff that we are after, and that is lava crystal. And this, it has auto smelt on it, so we're gonna go ahead and collect some of it. Okay, so what we're gonna need for the coal generator, that's not a coal generator, that's an alloy smelter. So we want to get the coal generator, and for that we're gonna need a basic, well, machine casing, an iron casing. We're gonna need 4 iron, 4 sticks, and a black quartz. So we're just gonna go ahead and make that, and then we're just going to make the actual coal generator, which should just be like this. Blood Moon's leaving, but it's not gone. Looks like we have iron though, and I'm not gonna bother with the hat because, please go away. Please, please go away, please. Look at all the freaking things on my mini. Are you kidding me? For God's sake! Freaking, stop! I hate my life. No! You freaking, what is wrong with you? This is stupid. Look how many mobs are still around my freaking house. You know how long it took me to put this freaking stupid house together? A long time, okay? A long time. Well, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yes. Are you kidding me, though? Look at this. Look at this. This is just stupid. Oh my god. Oh, my beautiful house is fixed. Yeah, it was terrible. So now, we should be able to get back to our great, amazing thing. So we're gonna need our tough tool rod. We're gonna need a large plate, a broad axe, and tough binding. Pretty sure that's about it. Meanwhile, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and plant some of this sugar cane as well, because I finally found some. I traveled across the freaking world to get this. So the reason why I need lava crystals is because since we're making a power farm here, we're going to need something a little bit special. So we're going to stick the tough tool rod in there, and if you use lava crystals from Armors Plus, you can make a tool rod out of that, and that has auto smelt on it. So that's exactly what we need. And now that we have that, we're also going to need a tool forge as well. Now that I have this stuff, I'm going to go on down here. I'm going to grab my tool station. Here we go. Now we're just gonna go here, here, and here, and that makes a tool forge. Stick that down. Here we go. Look at that. Stick some clay in there. Stick that in there. We got ourselves a pattern chest, and we're just gonna mine into the wall here. Stick that down. Here we go. So, now that we made this, 72 ingots worth of freaking clay. Okay. Alright, so now that we've made this, we're gonna go into our parts builder. Ability 120, let's go. Okay, so now we're going to stick this in here. Make ourselves stone that. We're gonna need our large plate, we got that. And then we're going to stick some bones in there. Alright, so now that we have a ton of sugarcane, first of all, we're gonna plant some more of it. Now, we should have enough paper to do things. So now we're just gonna go in here, right? Yeah, alright. Paper binding. Take that out. I'm gonna shove this in. And now we have more modifiers. So that's always good. Now that we have that, we are also going to make ourselves a dropper. You'll see why in a second. We're gonna need a dropper, and that is made like this. We are also gonna need a lever or a whatever, and we are also gonna need our energy thingies, resonating whatevers. We're just gonna go on in here. We should be able to make ourselves a little thing called a mechanical user. Yes. Oh, look at this little guy. He's so cute. Wait, where'd he go? Hello, sir. Wait, what? Where is he? I hear him. Where'd he go? What? Oh. Hi, friend. Oh no, you hurt. Hey, little friend. Yay! You dropped a big ender pearl. Ender fragment. Ender pearl. Wow. Alright, well, it definitely works. Look at this. These trees, they're screwed up. We're just gonna take this. Boom. Look at that. Boom. We don't have to worry about coal anymore. And free XP as well. So, you know what? I think I'm actually going to, first of all, get rid of that. So I think I'm actually going to replace the handle on my pickaxe here with an auto smelt one, and that I hope will also put up the durability a bit, maybe. So it has 163, that has 190, yeah, okay. A little bit of a paper binding. Take that out of there, stick that into there, and then we'll have another modifier. Right, so now that we have this amazing freaking pickaxe, we're gonna go on down here and get ourselves some gold and some obsidian so we can put an unbreaking thing on it again. Alright, so we're back from our little mining trip. That was pretty fun. Not. But anyway, we got ourselves some gold and some obsidian, which is exactly what I need. And first of all, we're gonna sleep. But this thing is held up pretty well, even though it kind of feels like it needs more haste. But it doesn't really. So anyway, what the frick was that? No, 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 no. You're not gonna burn down my house. Screw you. Are you kidding me? Freaking, my god. Stop. We're gonna need to reinforce this. So, let's go ahead and stick some gold in here. And then we're going to make just a blank cast. We're gonna stick this on the bottom, and then we're gonna pour that in there, and that'll make a blank cast. Shove that in there. Surround that by obsidian. Got a reinforcement. Gonna stick this into our tool forge, and now we have ourselves 800 things, and then take that. Boom, done. Look at this. It looks amazing. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look how fast it is too, and it auto smelts. I think it's pretty good. It's better than diamond. I'd say that for sure. Alright, well, it turns out the thing I was trying to do is a bit of an in-game thing. Not really in-game, but I don't have the stuff for it, so you're going back in there. Thank you very much for your service there. But what we are gonna do is get together another little mod here. And that mod that we're going to be getting together is blood magic. We actually need a bit more stone. There we go. That was really easy. That made life a whole lot easier. But now we're going to make something called a Hellfire Forge. If I can even remember how to make it. Okay, we're going to need some more iron blocks. Okay, perfect amount of iron there. Then we're going to move items, and here we go. Alright, so now that we have this, I feel like we're gonna need just a separate place to shove this. Now, it needs to be cool looking, guys. It needs to be nice looking. But not really nice looking, because it's supposed to be demonic and death and stuff. Let's actually put it, like, right up here next to the window. Yeah, this seems good. Shove it right next to the window. This is pretty demon-y. We're not gonna use this for anything else. Okay. So now that we have our forge here, what we're gonna need to do is make ourselves a rudimentary snare. There we go. Alright, so for that we're gonna need string iron and redstone, which we have all of, or at least should have all of. If we don't, I'm going to cry. No, wait, we don't have iron. For God's sake, the only problem with this pickaxe is that it freaking turns coal into graphite. But that's why we have the lumber axe for, so, yeah. Alright, so now it's time to make these rudimentary snares. So we know ourselves okay. Uh-oh. I just screwed up everything there. So we need some string, and we need to, go out and get some flax for that. Alright, so we've gathered up some stuff, and we are going to go ahead and make some of these. My cat has a ringing thing. Oh my god, stop! Alright, so now that we have these rudimentary blah 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 snares, we need to go find some mobs to use it on. Okay, well, it should be dark enough now for our mobs to spawn. Alright, so basically every time you use one of these, you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting particles. So basically you want to get particles on them. There we go. And now when we kill him, we'll get a demon will from him. So just take your demon will as well. And we actually got a will quality of 3, which is pretty amazing. We can go ahead and take his will as well. Also, Alright, so now that we have all this stuff, we're gonna need to make a Petty Tartar gym. And the way that we make that should be... So we're gonna need to make that with the Hellfire Forge, and we're gonna need some blue dye, gold... Excuse me! We're gonna need some blue dye, gold, and redstone, and some glass, all that fun stuff, and we should have... We have our glass, we have some gold, we have some redstone, we just need a lapis. Don't know where the lapis is. Well, let's go find some blue dye. So we're gonna need a minimum will of 1 and a drained will. Okay, so we're gonna need to use the good one, of course. So we're gonna stick that in there, and then we are going to stick a gold, glass, redstone, and I think you can use blue petals. No? Okay, well, we're just gonna leave that there for a second. Oh, look, a leak. Oh god, guys, there's a leak in my house. Oh no. That. Boom. Alright. Good. Now we're just gonna stick that in there, and it should go ahead and make us a Petty Tartar gem. Good. Okay, so now, what we can do with that is we can go ahead and make a sentient sword. And this is made with iron and Petty Tartar gem. However, we're gonna need a second Petty Tartar gem. We're gonna use one to make a sword from, and then the second one is just gonna be used to make our other Petty Tartar gem. And we're gonna need some iron to make this sword. So you may be wondering, well, why are you doing this in the first place? Well, you will see in a second. Actually, how much does this drain? We need minimum of 0, and okay. So basically it won't drain anything. And it doesn't need anything, but you do need a thing in there. Okay. So, alright, so now that we have this, you can see 1 attack damage. Obviously, that's horrible, right? But you will see in a second why we did that, and we're actually going to need to stick another one in here, stick some more stuff in here, because we need another Petty Tartar gem. So now that we have this second one, we'll just take this out, and you can see that this is 1 attack damage, or 6 attack damage actually. And that's because we have this Petty Tartar gem, but if we right click to bind it to ourselves, then we can throw out this demon will, and instead of taking up spots in our inventory, it will fill up this gem instead. And you can see, well, you can't really see, but the more will that we have in here, the more damage the sword will do. And also, in addition to that, it will always give us demon will. So whatever we kill with it, it'll give us demon will from. And that'll be pretty great because it will increase the damage. So you can see it contains 3.52. To go ahead and kill something, it still contains 3.52. Okay, I was wrong. So you need to kill hostile mobs, which we'll find eventually. But anyway, guys, I've been recording for a long time now, and I know I haven't gotten much done, but yeah, you'd be completely right. Anyway, I've been recording for about like an hour now. That's just the time I've been recording. In the next episode, we're gonna get probably into quarries. There's not many quarry options, however, we should be able to do something with it. And we're also going to get into immersive engineering for sure, since our power plant idea didn't work out as well as I thought it would. But anyway, I've run out of time for this video, and if you liked it, make sure to punch that like button in the face, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.